إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونستهديه ونتوب إليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا وسيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدًا عبده ورسوله صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. The topic I want to discuss today in our khutbah is to get a good companion, a good friend. Every one of us needs a friend. Nobody will say, I will be alone forever. You need to talk to someone to discuss with him. But our deen and Islam has told us every single thing, small and big, everything. So, صحبة الأخيار من علامات الأبرار. وصحبة الأخيار والصالحين من دين الإسلام وصحبة الأخيار من الولاء للمؤمنين وموالاتنا للمؤمنين تفرض علينا أن نصاحبهم فمصاحبة الصالحين من المواضيع العددية. Then when we went to he says, يا ويلة ليتني لم أتخذ فلانا خليلا. He's regretting that he took a friend, he became a friend with Ubay ibn Khalaf. Ubay misguided him when he was nearly to become a Muslim. Uqba ibn Mu'id. He came to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam one day and he invited him to his house. And because he cooked food, and then he was inviting everyone. And those Quraysh at that time, although they were associating things with Allah, but they were generous. They were very generous. He made a food and then he called his neighbor, which is Muhammad. Ya Muhammad, come and join us this invitation today. But the Prophet said, I'm not eating the food of mushrik. You have to become Muslim, he said first. Say La ilaha illallah and Muhammadun Rasulullah. You have to believe me as a prophet and also Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then he said the Shahada. Then Prophet went there to eat with them. After that, Ubay was not in Mecca at that time. When he came back now, he was told that Uqba ibn Mu'id has followed Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. He became a Muslim, they said to him, which he was his friend. And he went very angry to him and he said, Ya Uqba, did you follow Muhammad's deen? How can you do that? From today, he said, you are not my friend. And from today, I will not eat your food unless you go and spit in the face of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Uqba, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if he wants to guide someone, he will guide him. But Uqba was already being written misguided. He went back to Muhammad and he tried to speak. We need to remember many things that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has told us in the Quran. And also the Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam has told us in many hadiths. First of all, remember that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in this ayah, في سورة الفرقان, آية رقم 270, ويوم يعض الظالم على يديه يقول يا ليتني اتخذت مع الرسول سبيلا يا ويلتى ليتني لم أتخذ فلانا خليلا لقد أضلني عن الذكر بعد إذ جاءني وكان الشيطان للإنسان خذولا. In this ayah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us two men that in the day of judgment they will regret that they were friends. One of them especially, which is Uqba ibn Mu'id. Uqba ibn Mu'id will bite, it says the wrongdoer, which is Uqba ibn Mu'id, will bite his hands. And he will say, oh, would that I had taken a straight path with the messenger of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. He spit in the face of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. But they say that this saliva came back to him like a hellfire. It burned him, his face and his cheeks. They say that. So, when he went to them, now in the day of judgment, he will say that why I took friend Ubay ibn Khalaf to be my friend. لَقَدْ أَضَلَّنِي عَنِ الذِّكْرِ بَعْدَ إِذْ جَاءَنِي. He misguided me. When the deen came to me, he will say that. So, Also, when we are choosing friends, we should remember this ayah that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, الأخلاء يومئذ بعضهم لبعض عدو إلا المتقين. Friends are enemy to each other in the day of judgment, except those who were pious. Those who became friends because of the deen. Those who have chosen the person that will help them in their deen. This is the friend. So remember this ayah always. When somebody introduces you to someone, see him. Remember this ayah. أخلاء يومئذ بعضهم لبعض العدو إلا المتقين. Is he رجل تقوى? Is he one of the pious people? Is he a good person going to the masjid? Will he help you in your deen? Will he call you to the masjid and say to you, let us go, the salah time is this and that? Will he tell you that this is, for example, ayyam al-bir, to fast the 3 days in the month? Will he tell you, for example, let us go to Umrah and support you in your deen? That is the good friend. If he is not like that, then stay away from him. So, if you want to choose also, Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam tells us in a hadith, he says that إذا أردت أن تلازم صديقا وصاحبا فتذكر قول رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. Remember the hadith of Muhammad صلى الله عليه وسلم. لا تصاحب إلا مؤمنا. Do not become friend and company with anyone but a believer. ولا يأكل طعامك إلا تقي. And do not let anyone eat your food but one who is pious. The pious one, everybody can know him. So you have to choose those also. That's what it says, the hadith of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. In the day of judgment, also, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us in many ayat, especially in Surah Al-Shu'ara, ayah raqam 100, he says, there is an ayah which says, فَمَا لَنَا مِنْ شَافِعِينَ وَلَا صَدِيقٍ حَمِيمٍ. The Sahaba, Ridwanullahi alayhim, and the scholars, when they translated this ayah, they said, there will be in the day of judgment, people coming from hellfire to Jannah. From hellfire. They were being written hellfire, but they will get them out. The Malaika will go and get them out from hellfire and bring them to Jannah. Then when they come there, people will ask each other, how did they come, these people? Happens that the good friend now can help you also when you get problem in the day of judgment and you end up in hellfire, because there will be a man in Jannah, many people in Jannah, they will look around when they enter the Jannah. And they say, I don't see my friend such and such. Where is he? They keep looking everywhere. He is not there. In the dunya, they were their friends. Then they will ask, Ya Allah, I had a friend in the dunya. He was my friend. Where is he? They say he is in hellfire. And then he will say, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he will give whatever they ask to the people in the Jannah. He will say, Ya Allah, I will not feel happy in Jannah without him. He was my best friend. I loved that man. I want him to be with me, Ya Allah. He will ask Allah. And Allah will say to him, he'll send the Malaika and he say, get them from the hellfire. And they come to Jannah with him. Then the people will ask, they say, how did these people enter the Jannah? They say, is there the Anbiya is the one who intercede for them? They say, no. Is it the people who intercede for them? Who are they then? Shuhada? They say, no. Is it from their families? They say, no. Then who are they? Even the people in hellfire will ask each other, why these people are living now here? They will tell them that because of their friend in the dunya, he asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bring them with him in Jannah. That is the way they enter the Jannah. And look now how the good pious person will be helpful for you, even when somebody ends up in Jannah. فَمَا لَنَا مِنْ شَافِعِينَ. At that time then, the people in hellfire will say, فَمَا لَنَا مِنْ شَافِعِينَ. Now then, we have none to intercede for us, he says. وَلَا صَدِيقٍ حَمِيمٍ. Nor that a single friend to feel for us. Those who are still in hellfire will say that. فَمَا لَنَا مِنْ شَافِعِينَ. We don't have anyone now to intercede for us. Why don't we choose a friend when we were in the dunya? Because the good friend will do a lot of things for you. So, we have to be careful of what we are choosing. It says also بعض العلماء لا تصاحب إلا أحد رجلين. If you want to choose a friend, don't choose except one of two men. one of two. رجل تتعلم منه شيئا في أمر دينك فينفعك. A man or a woman that you learn from him or from her something about your deen. فينفعك. It will help you this. أو رجل تعلمه شيئا, or a man or a woman that you teach something to him في أمر دينه فيقبل منك. You teach him and he will listen to you. رياض الصالحين, you read for him, he will learn from you. That is also make friend of you. والثالث, the third one, فاهرب منه. Escape from him. Stay away from the third one. The one who tells you, let's go to Costco, have a coffee there, and the Sheikh Mu'adhin is doing adhan here, and he will say to you, let us relax and talk, let us have a smoke and cigarette outside there, let us go around shopping. When the salah time, and Mu'adhin says, Allahu Akbar, Hayya ala salah, and still he is saying that, no problem, we will pray later, until then the sunset. And they come to the masjid after Isha maybe, and they pray all the 5 at one time. This is not a good friend. You have to stay away from him. So, روي عن عمر بن الخطاب رضي الله عنه قال, Umar, he said, ما أعطي عبد بعد الإسلام خيرا. Nothing good was being given to the Muslim after Islam, he said. Of course, the best thing Allah has given is the deen, Islam. Alhamdulillah, whoever became Muslim. But after Islam, Umar ibn al-Khattab, and Rasul alayhi wa sallam said, عليكم بسنتي وسنة الخلفاء الراشدين. This is Umar ibn al-Khattab says this. خيرا من أخي صالح. Nothing better than a good brother. فإذا رأى أحدكم ودا من أخيه, if he sees that this person looks pious person, فليتمسك به, hold him, become friend with him, ask him what's your name, give him your address, invite him, sit with him, learn from him, go with him, always live with him, get his telephone number. Don't feel ashamed. Don't say that I don't know him, he is from another country, I am from Bangladesh, he is from Somalia, from Algeria. No, we are all brothers in Islam. إنما المؤمنون إخوة. We are brothers and sisters. For that reason, ask him that you love him for the sake of Allah. Not because of his money, not because of his passport, not because of his clothes, no, because of his deen. So you have to be with him. So also, روي الشيخان عن أبي موسى قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم, صحيح البخاري ومسلم, they say in this hadith, إنما مثل الجليس الصالح والجليس السوء كحامل المسك ونافخ الكير. فحامل المسك إما أن يحذيك وإما أن تبتاع منه وإما أن تجد منه ريحا طيبة. ونافخ الكير إما أن يحرق ثيابك أو أن تجد منه ريحة نتنة خبيثة. It says that the example of a companion is a hadith of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and written in the Bukhari and the Muslim, is like that of a seller of a musk, the one who is selling perfumes. If you go to the one who is selling perfume, what will you get? Either you get a good smell and enjoy inside his shop when you are in there, or he give you some perfume like this in the masjid that we do, like that, or what we'll do is, or he will give you a gift. A small perfume like that, he will say to take this with you, or you buy from him. وَحَامِلُ الْمِسْكِ also, or he grant you some, and you buy some from him. At least a present smell. And also, the other one is who blows the blacksmith's bellows. The one who always working, doing this fire and things like that. If you sit with him, you will either, he will burn your clothes, or you get bad smell from the area, or you smell bad things from him. So it's like the bad friend. Stay away from him then. So I think I have to start the khutbah now. Jazakumullah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. The topic is very